I'm jogging in Xi'an. This here, not the Great Wall. It's a city wall that protected the city back in the Ming Dynasty. Apparently the only city wall that's left standing today.
Many cities back in Imperial China had a city wall surrounding the city. Not to be confused with the Great Wall, which guarded China from the Mongols. This wall just guarded Xi'an city. Beijing and Nanjing also had city walls, but only Xi'an's is intact and maintained. You can actually cycle or run the entire 14-kilometer city wall, but we didn't have time. But it's on my bucket list.
That's a big school.
Xi'an is arguably the most historic city in China. It is in the Shanxi province. It was the capital city of China before Nanjing and then Beijing or Peking.
One weird looking Ronald McDonald. Getting super busy out now. Getting hard to run. So we had this delicious noodles for lunch called biang biang mian, and the reason why biang biang noodles, and the reason why they call biang biang is because of the sound it makes while making it.
So this is the guy who's cooking biang biang. Okay, everyone. This is your homework tonight. Homework tomorrow morning.
Another interesting fact about this biang biang noodles, the word biang, which is here, is the most complicated word to write. 56 strokes to write that one word. Biang. You can tell the air quality here. People wearing masks to keep the pollution particles out. Like that guy.
The main attraction in Xi'an is the Terracotta soldiers. Here's a little known fact. Terracotta is actually an Italian word for a type of cooked soil or clay. This clay is native to this part of the Shanxi province. Besides the terracotta soldiers that we see on the Discovery Channel, there are actually a lot of different terracotta soldier figurines unearthed in Xi'an. It's only because these soldiers standing over 2 meters tall are the most prominent, ordered to be made by the first and most infamous emperor. Imperial China had many dynasties, but the first emperor that was able to bring China together was the Qing Emperor, or Qing Shi Huang in Chinese, who lived around 220 BC. It was this guy that made the terracotta soldiers that we see on TV. But there are many emperors after him that had different versions of the terracotta soldiers buried in their tombs too. So this emperor that first united China had a god complex. Feeling he would die lonely, he used 75% of his dynasty's wealth to build his own tomb, and it was massive. He died when he was 49. People were pissed at Qing Shi Huang for squandering the country's wealth, specifically one of his generals who destroyed most of the soldiers after his death, smashed them to bits. Except for the archer. That one is known as the lucky one. So not only did he bury over 8,000 2-meter tall terracotta soldiers with him, Qin Shi Huang also buried much of his treasure. In order to keep his treasure a secret, he buried alive 700,000 workers that helped him build his tomb so that they won't leak the information on where his treasures were located. And in his tomb, he also buried 3,000 concubines alive to keep him company. What a guy.
I think they're going to behead you.
Yeah.